Good afternoon, everyone. This is Henry, and as we get into tonight's video review, I wanted to start off with a monthly chart of RSP. So RSP is the S&P from an equal weight perspective. So instead of placing so much focus on these Mag 7 names, obviously we've got Microsoft, Nvidia that have all been doing very well. And I think some are inclined to point to that to say that, that's not enough. You really want to see the broad market participate. Well, when you put these under an equal weighting, you have a very favorable picture. You guys know that in these free videos, I really try to focus on squeezes, and you're not going to find a bigger monthly squeeze. So I think that gives us the potential for a large directional move, similar to what you saw back in here off of this squeeze. And another thing that's important about finding your best, in this case bullish squeeze setups, is not only this compression and the idea that when the compression releases there'll be a good move, but where is that signal forming in relationship to the previous 618 retracement? The 618 isn't shown on this particular chart because we are at the 786. So that implies that you're well above the 618 retracement, and the relationship to those proportions just tends to create a more favorable situation to come up here and look at the old lifetime high, and then we'll see if we can get into extensions after that. But I think that's a perspective worth maintaining. That's a big picture chart that's obviously going to take a while to play out, but keep it in the back of your mind and then think about Nvidia from the short term. So RSP, again, more of a position kind of thinking. We'll revisit that chart in a couple of months. But then for tomorrow and into next week, that's where I'd have you take a look at Nvidia. So Nvidia, of course, has been on a tear, but you've got a really unique relationship here between the fire line and the 1618 extension by taking this swing high against this swing low. You can see how they both have a really nice confluence up here at 570. So, I know this is extended, and from a completely beginner perspective, you probably wouldn't want to look at this because a conservative beginner would want to wait for something back here around the 21 EMA, and then you could act on it. But I just don't think that that's a relevant conversation right now. I think it's more the conversation of momentum and the potential of getting up into that target. And then from there, it's all a matter of timing. So if we come over and look at Nvidia here through, everything we've done to this point is the analysis from a technical perspective, but now you can look at it from a position perspective. And this is where we can see that the key gamma strike is 550. The call wall is 550. And you probably saw how Nvidia got into that and then just could not get up through that big round number. And then further, looking at the top gamma expiration as tomorrow. So, anything can happen, but taking this data and trying to move into an actionable trading plan, I think you do something like pin this at 550 tomorrow. And then if the underlying can close close to that strike, then over the 3-day weekend, right, we won't be able to revisit the markets again until Tuesday, but you start getting into next week, you let all of this expiration fall off, and then that's what I believe will open up the door to 570. So for those of you interested in momentum, I think that's worth adding into your analysis. I hope you find it helpful, and we'll see you in the rooms tomorrow. Hey traders, this is Henry with simplertrading.com. I wanted to thank you for watching today's video. I hope you found it helpful, and if so, be sure to click the like and subscribe buttons down below. If you would like to also see me putting these ideas into action and trading my own account live in front of you, be sure to sign up at simplertrading.com, and I hope to see you in the chat room sometime soon.